welcome to another video with me. Alright, so this is something new that I'm doing, so please let me know what y'all think. Pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sim through a whole season, but I'm going to show you how I do everything. That way y'all can see how I can progress, I progress all my guys. That way you can see everything. So, what I did is I just grabbed the worst team in the league, which is the Jacksonville Jaguars. I literally just started it, so I've not done anything. We're in week 1. So we'll go ahead and go to my team. Let's see here. Actually, just to let you know, what I like to do when I first start off is I just like to go to salaries. That way, what I can do is I can go position by position, and allows me to be able to release people with me knowing what their bonus is and stuff like that. So, for instance, this guy's a 72, 66. Even though he's costing more money, I am going to go ahead and release this guy. I don't think he's going to be that good. He's not worth trading, so I'll go ahead and release him. I'll keep him as a backup right now. We'll go ahead and release Grant. Grant's a 56. It's pretty terrible, so he's gone. Actually, he's injured, so he can't even be released. Great, so we'll keep him. We need a fullback. Wide receiver. That's fine right now. Tight end. We got Mercedes Lewis, so we'll go ahead and keep these two younger guys just because we don't know how much longer Mercedes Lewis is going to be able to play with us. Plus, he's in his last year of his deal, so depending on what kind of stats he puts up, we may end up just letting him go anyways. So let's see here. Left tackle, we'll go ahead and release this guy. Keep that, keep that, keep that, keep that. Left in. That's fine right now. Right in. Actually, I'd really like to get rid of that right in. Yep, let's go ahead and get rid of this guy. Defensive tackle, that's fine. Left outside linebacker, I'd really like to get rid of that guy. Matter of fact, I am going to go ahead and get rid of this guy, and then I'm going to go ahead and make a mental note that I need to go and check out my scheme, so that way I know who I can pick up. Same thing with this guy. I'm going to go ahead and rehire one of these guys, but I don't want a 50-something. Same with this guy. Who wants a 60-something, even if they are a backup? We'll go ahead and get rid of this guy, even though he's 24. He sucks. Alright. Free safety. Oh, that guy's injured. Great. Kicker, 76, 86. Great. Our best guy is an 88 overall. So I got a team that's doesn't even have 190. Ooh. Oh, before you go in here, you are gonna want to go to My Coach. Then you can go to schemes. Because what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to see what your offense is listed as and your defense is listed as. Because as long as these guys are listed as West Coast and attacking 4-3, when you go and pick up someone out of the free agency or out of the free agency, or if you trade for someone, you're going to want to look for someone that's around that 4-3, especially whether you're playing the game or you're sim in the game, because that's going to impact how well they do. So these guys are both 80 overall. They're both attacking 4-3. You know what? I will go ahead and pick up this guy just because of the fact that he's 2 years younger. No, 3 years younger. So that way, if I do like them, I can go ahead and keep them. So this guy's attacking 4-3, and the next one's all the way down on the bottom. So 76, 75, 30, 27. Okay, well, since this guy's a backup, I will go ahead and pick up Weatherspoon, because he's still attacking 4-3. And it goes back to, again, there was that 3 years difference. So again, if I like him, I can go ahead and re-sign him and keep him. Let's see if there's any good cornerbacks that are 4-3. If you have a hybrid defense, this Alfonso Denard is actually really good. He's always in the free agency. Like I said, he's really good. I have him on another one of my franchises. I really like him. There's no attacking 4-3. That's fine. We're probably gonna end up doing some trades. No big deal. All right. That's pretty much all you need to do the week one.
Check out game prep before this week's game to earn XP and boost player confidence.
I always keep a computer or a notebook or something like that nearby. That way what I can do is, now we lost week one. Like I said, not a big deal. This is the way I always look at the first season. Doesn't matter if I sim it, doesn't matter if I play it. First season is normally almost always a loss. It's just okay, we're going to build some experience for our guys, and that way they can be better. Because after the year one, then you can start getting some guys with some experience. You can start progressing the people. You've re-signed people. Like I said, after that, I feel like my guys are better. What I would really like it, I meant to put this in the beginning of the video, but if y'all can let me know if y'all really like this kind of a video, that way I can know whether or not to continue to do this type. I don't plan on doing this on a daily basis. I plan on doing this on like a weekly basis, or maybe even at most probably 2 times a week. So let's see here. Alright, let's go. Now that we're in week 2, we see that we lost one. Let's go to game prep. Actually, before we go to game prep, let's go back to week 1. What I'd like to do is I like to review the team schedule every week and just see, okay, so see if, for instance, we lost 24-10. We were playing against Carolina, and like in real life, Carolina's 10-0, so they're, or 11-0 or something like that, so they are really good in real life. So we only got 156 yards, 45 rushing, 111 passing, only 5 first downs, 9 punt return yards, 123 kick return, 0 turnovers. So see, there we go. That's good. Dun, 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 dun. So we got a lot of penalties. But the good news was Blake Bortles, even though he didn't do the greatest, he also didn't throw an interception. So that to me is good. So Blake Bortles, I don't mind continuing. So pretty much what that meant to me was, see, I don't mind going ahead and putting hours into Blake Bortles. So right now I think let's see here. Our offense is the weakest point overall. If you look down there in the bottom left-hand corner, you can see we have 1 bar for offense and 2 bars for defense. So what I normally do is I'll just go ahead and keep QB checked, keep running back checked, keep wide receiver checked, keep tight end checked, and I'll go ahead and uncheck all these. So I think Allen Robinson needs one, Allen Hurns needs it, Julius Thomas can use it, Blake Bortles can use it, Mercedes Lewis does not need it, Justin Blackman doesn't need it. Chad Henne definitely needs it. And where's our starting running back? He must have gotten hurt week 1. So we'll go ahead and do Denard Robinson. And see, that could be another reason why we lost the game. So on that note, I did go ahead and do Denard Robinson for that week, but I am going to go back to the schedule. I'm going to go to team, check out this game, go to player stats, rushing, Jaguars. Yeah, TJ Yeldon played for. And see, he was clearly the better running back out of the 2. But I bet you if we go to injuries, unless I just overlooked him in the upgrading, which wouldn't be a complete surprise. My team, injury report. So first off, let's go ahead and put this guy on injured reserve. Let me go ahead and sort it by length. Injured reserve. Injured reserve. Yeah, so see, he pulled his groin. So he's out 2 more weeks. So great. I did forget to go ahead and pick up a fullback out of the free agency. Spread is somewhat comparison to West Coast, so I'm going to go ahead and sign him. Alright, so now we play against the Dolphins. Okay, so
Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points. A portion of your remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
alright, so we beat the Dolphins. Now, see, what we'll go ahead and do is we'll go ahead and go and check out the stats. For some reason, it's kind of glitching. It keeps pulling up a player when we're clearly on. Here, I'm going to go ahead and get out of this real quick. Go back into it and see if that fixes the problem.
Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points. A portion of your remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Alright, cool. Now it seems like it's working. Okay, so we beat them 20-13. So way better on offensive yards gained. Okay, so we had 100 yards rushing. They beat us on that. We had 220 yards passing, but they beat us on that. So our defense needs a little bit of work, it sounds like. Offensive first downs. So really, it sounds like it really was a close game. But again, as you see, we won the turnover margin, which, as in most games, that actually can be the difference maker. Alright, we won in penalty yards, that's good, but they totally killed us in time of possession, so that's fine, only because we won. So, since they had a turnover, it sounds like they must have thrown, or they must have fumbled. Well, Denard Robinson ran better that game. That game, he actually averaged 4.5 yards. That was a lot of runs with the fullback. Now I wonder if he's coming. I wonder if he's getting some of those runs because of the fact that when Denard Robinson's just tired, that could be possible. Since I don't have another running back. Alan Hearns. Okay, cool. If TJ Yeldon was out for more than 2 weeks, I would have actually went and picked up another running back. But since he's not, gonna be out that long. There's really no sense in me picking up another one. Plus, I already expect to lose this week. I don't know if you'll see that, but my overall and my offense now went up to 3 bars. Allen Robinson, Allen Hurns, Julius Thomas. We're not going to do my fullback, Blake Bortles, Denard Robinson, and then Chad Henne. If you notice, they really cranked Chad Henne's overall down. Oh no, not why did I do Chad Henne last time? I did not mean to do Chad Henne last time. We'll go ahead and do Justin Blackman. That was my bad for doing Chad Henne last time. I'm sure y'all were thinking, this dude's crazy. Okay, so this is where I say that it's nice to have a computer next to you or some kind of writing device. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to go to roster. Since now we're going to have to scout, I'm just going to go to each position. So like for instance in 82, I don't need that guy. Running back, I'm going to go ahead and write down running back question mark. And like another option is you can run running back question mark 78. Like obviously TJ Yeldon's young. He's going to be good, but like I just want to make sure. Fullback, he's really good. Like you're not going to really use your fullback too much, even whether you're playing, simming. I don't really ever use a fullback. I got really good young wide receivers, so I really don't need to get another wide receiver. If any a worst case scenario, I'd probably pick one up out of the free agency. Tight end, I got some good ones. Like it's fine. Left tackle, that's good. Left guard, you can go ahead and put left guard question mark 75. Then center is good. Right guard is good. The only thing that sucks about right guard is this guy is injured, and I think he's out for the whole season. But like for like a franchise purposes, you're good. Right tackle, we could use a right tackle definitely. Left end, you could use a left end. You could put left end question mark 77 if you wanted to. Right end, like you're really good with right end. Like one, you got Audric, and then you have Dante Fowler Jr. who's already injured, and he's gonna be really good for you. Then you have defensive tackle. Defensive tackle, you got a guy who's injured, but like defensive tackle could be actually really good. Defensive tackle, you could always get someone out of free agency. Left outside linebacker, it looks like you're good. Middle linebacker, we're good. Right outside linebacker, we're good. Yeah, because what are all these ages? The only thing I could think of is maybe a middle linebacker, but only because of the fact he's 30. Cornerback, here's where you really need someone. Cornerback. Free safety. Yeah, you could possibly use someone else. Go ahead and write it down. Free safety. Question mark. 79. Strong safety. We're good to go. Kicker. We really could use a better kicker. And then punter, we're good to go. These are our draft picks. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we don't have anybody else's. We also don't. We haven't traded away anything. So now let's go to. We've already upgraded people. Now we're doing college scouts.
Here are all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select a player to learn more. Select to scout this player and unlock his best skill.
Sadly, we gotta waste it on the first guy. Hopefully, at the position that we actually need. It's a left tackle. We don't need left tackle. Great. They always force you to waste it on the first guy. So the first position that we really needed was a right tackle. So what I do is I just go ahead and, with offense, I don't think it's as important that they fit your scheme. Maybe it is important, but like mainly they just need to be good. So I just go ahead and search or research. I just go ahead and scout everybody. If you feel like that is wrong, then please go ahead and put it in the comment box if you found that it works out differently for you. Manually progress these guys. Let's go ahead and see. See Blake Bortles at 846, TJ Yeldon at 819. Really can't do anything. So let's go ahead and sim another week. Like I said, I'd be very shocked if we won this week, but I'll be stoked if we do. Yep, we lost, just like I thought. But again, even though I assumed that we would have lost, we lost 27-9. I do want to go ahead and go in there and look at it. See, we actually output them. That's good. Ooh. But see, we played a legit defense, and I'll show you in just a second when I see. They beat us on rushing yards, we beat them on passing, we beat them on first downs. But here is the big no-no, which actually sounds like it could have been the actual. We actually got a safety, so we potentially could have beat them probably had we not thrown 4 interceptions or whatever. Yeah, 4 interceptions. Blake Bortles had the worst game of the season so far. Man, that was terrible. But the good news is we now have a running back, so that is really good news. Now we have 2 running backs. TJ Yeldon's back in the starting lineup. So go ahead and start game prep. Three stars, 2 stars. Allen Robinson, Allen Hurns, Julius Thomas, not Huvali, Bortles, Blackman, TJ Yeldon. All right. Now we're going to scout. Again, we'll go ahead and go back to right tackle. I really don't look at any of that kind of stuff until later on in the season. I guess you could look at it earlier on, but I just don't feel like there's any point in me wasting my time looking at it right now, because unless I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get a certain guy, which normally I'm not willing to do that, there's no sense in just stopping at one guy. Let's see here. So I've done that. I normally don't do any trades until week 8. Yeah, I may do a trade after this week if I lose to the Colts. Okay, so we've done the game prep. We've done the scouting. We're still in at 2,100 at our highest player, so I'm not going to do anything there. So let's go ahead and advance the week. Hopefully we will have won this game. Okay, sweet. We won against the Colts. That's a division game. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to make sure that we won that game. And now we're up to 2,400 on our highest player. So we'll go ahead and do the game prep. The first 8 weeks I do the same exact thing. After the first 8 weeks, then I'll go in there and I may start doing some adjustments on who I upgrade and who I don't upgrade and stuff like that. But like I said, first 8 weeks I do the same exact thing. Same 6 players as long as they're not hurt. Alright, so then what I'll do is I'll go, and the reason why, if you notice, I've gone all the way down to even these guys that are selected to be undrafted. The reason why I do that is because even though they may be projected to go undrafted, they may actually end up getting better throughout the year and have a really good combine, and that may actually end up affecting how I may draft them. I know that other people do things differently, but like I know that you can get sleepers. But so I'm gonna go ahead and now do cornerbacks and do the same exact thing in cornerbacks. And then just to let you know, if you haven't completed the season, you do get other guys that get added to your scouting. So you're gonna want to make sure you do your scouting throughout the year, because you do at the end of the year you do get more guys added to it, like at like right when after the season, because it's pretty much like adding people that may have had good seasons throughout the year. Another good thing, if you're really interested and you have a lot of time on your hands, go ahead and go to the news and then click on right here and draft stories. Like for instance, how it says left tackle Dimmer Simmons misses several routine blocks, struggles to continue for third straight game. You may want to make a mental note or write that down, and like I said, in the piece of paper that I told you about, or a computer, and then that way you can make a note that you do not probably want that guy. Penn State center Rob Hendricks may be putting his up and down season behind him as he opened up the way for 3 rushing TDs. So then that may be a guy that you may be like, let me go ahead and write him down. I don't need any of those positions, so I'm not going to write those guys down. But like I said, just a little tip. So I'm not going to do a trade this week since I did win, but I am going to go look at the stats. Looks like I won 27 to 26. So it was a close game. Let's see here. I beat them on rushing yards. I had 292. So as you can see, I'm still getting beat out on passing yards. So I may need to end up doing a trade for like a cornerback, free safety, strong safety, one of those positions. Offensive first downs, punt return yards, kick return yards. So we threw either we had 2 turnovers. They had 1. 25 yards and penalties, so that's good. We had a really good red zone. That's good. Actually, does not look like apparently we got down in the red zone quite often, 5 times, looks like. But luckily we won that game. Looks like one of them was a turn or interception. One of them must have been a fumble. Question is, who fumbled? TJ Yeldon and Denard Robinson each fumbled. Just one of them must have been actually turned over. Pretty pathetic. Longest runs, 5 yards. Alright, so now let's go and look at what the standings look at. So right now we're in second place, and this right behind the Tennessee Titans. We're ahead of the Colts because we beat them on the head-to-head, and the Texans are 1-3, so that's good. Alright, we've done that. Let's go ahead and see what these guys look like. I like to wait till these guys get to development, but with defensive guys, they're really hard to develop. So I'm just going to go ahead and start doing this. He has 2,400 points, so what we'll go ahead and do is... I like to do awareness, but his awareness is already 84. I wonder what his press coverage is. Where is press coverage? Unless I'm just missing it, I don't see it. Big hitter, no. Clutch, no. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade his zone. Okay, what's this guy's awareness? 77. I don't know why there's press. I don't know why it wasn't on those other guys. What's this guy's speed? 71. So not only is he not fast, but he's also not strong. But where's finesse moves? He is more fast than he is strong. So there we go. Knocked that guy up to an 81. TJ Yeldon. Now he's at least bracing for all hits. So he shouldn't fumble as often. I'm gonna go ahead and do some Blake Bortles awareness. All right. Okay, done that. All right, advance the week. After week 5 is when I start willing to start negotiating people's contracts. I won, sweet. Okay, so let's go in here. We spanked the Buccaneers 34-9. All right, rushing yard went up to 142, 270. Offensive first downs, sweet. We committed less turnovers. That's good. So that means it sounds like some of those adjustments that I did worked out. Winston threw 3 interceptions. I must have fumbled. Who fumbled? Humphreys. That sounds like that was a receiver. No, that's Tampa Bay. Sorry. Jaguars. Denard Robinson fumble. Hey, that's fine. Denard Robinson's not the main guy. So that's starting to sound good. Alright, so now let's go in here. Now we're leading first place in the division. That's good. So go to my division, re-sign players. Okay, we definitely gotta negotiate this guy. So the best way that I can recommend to negotiate players' contracts is go to what they want. If it's a guy that you want, I recommend going 700,000 or whatever the cheapest is. And like, so he wants 9 million. So what would 9 million be? I guess what's 1 point? Okay, so I'm gonna first offer him 1.3, so it's a million less than what he's asking, but it's more bonus than what he. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and offer him 1. Okay, so that wasn't something he was interested in. So now I'll go with 1.3. And see, there you go. I just saved a total of $1 million over 4 years. I actually should have bumped it up to 6 years. I forgot to do that. That was my bad. Justin Blackman, he seems to be doing pretty good this season with us, so I'll go to 4 years. I'll do the same thing I was saying, 700,000, since it's a guy we definitely want to keep. We'll first start off with like 1.3. Actually, we'll do 1.6. That's 2 million less. But we'll go to 6 years, just like I was talking about doing with the other guys, since they're young. Okay, he wants a little bit more money. That's fine, since we're less than what he's asking for. So just to give you an idea, now we're at 10.4, what he would have been asking for. And see, there we go, we signed him. You know what? We will go ahead and offer Chad Henne a new contract just to see if we can go ahead and keep him cheap. I will go ahead and we'll give him 100,000 under bonus. 1.2. There we go. Okay, we signed him. He's a 73 overall. That's the main reason why I was willing to re-sign Chad Henne. He's only 30. Might as well go ahead and keep him. This guy, he's 23 years old. He wants a 1.2. We'll go ahead and give him a 1.3. Go ahead and knock it up to 6 years. See if we can go ahead and lock him down long term. See if he's going to be good. But we notice we didn't give him anything big money. So we'll go ahead and knock this up to 750. See if we'll accept it. Okay, sweet. So we got that guy locked down. These guys are not really being used. Branch, I think, actually is being used. You can see that with 653 points. So he would like a 2-year contract, about $1 million a pop. We'll go ahead and give him 50. No, I'm not going to give him any. Actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and give him 20. And then we'll go ahead and give him 6 years. See if he accepts that. Okay. The thing about it is, if you give him a long-term contract, especially without a big bonus, you really don't have anything to lose, because if he doesn't work out for you, you just cut his butt. Okay, well that guy's not really, I don't think, a starter right now, so I'm not really too worried about re-signing him. So we re-signed everybody I'm worried about re-signing, so that's good. We'll go ahead and acknowledge all these. And like I said, first 8 weeks, I pretty much do the same exact thing every time. As long as it doesn't freeze up. Looks like it froze up, so I will go ahead and make another video. Thanks for watching. Please leave me a like and subscribe, and please let me know what you think about these videos. Thank you. Have a great day. Later.